Hello everyone, Patrick here. I'm with Colt, JoJo, and Wenzel, and we're excited to tell you we have something very big coming to AYCH Network. We have a brand new channel and a brand new feed called AYCH Xtra. It started earlier this month in October, and it will be a brand new home for even more content from AYCH, featuring talk about video games, movies, wrestling, and so much more. Basically, it's just like even more of what you know and love already from All You Can Hear. And I'm going to let the lads here discuss in a little bit more detail what you can expect from AYCH Xtra. We have Colt and Wenzel. They'll be leading the show alongside Tanner, called the Backlog Boyz, which is about video games. I'll let them get into a little bit more about what you can expect from that.
Hey, I'm Colt, Backlog Boyz co-host here with my friend Wenzel. We're doing the podcast right now. No, the beginning of the month.
I'm shy.
No episode. Middle of the month, we're going to have a news. What we've been up to type of deal. That's the middle of the month. And at the end of the month, we plan on doing these bigger, in-depth researched episodes about specific games.
Yeah.
And it's not going to take away from our normal podcast where we talk about game stuff, because we always talk about game stuff on the AYCH podcast. But we're just going to be more in depth over there.
We'll be doing a lot of video game stuff over there, but like when it comes to, I guess, like year-end stuff, or like if there's like video game centered episodes that like we won't cover or whatever that you guys do, I mean, or whatever, obviously that will still be there. But for Backlog Boyz, we have our list, we have plans and everything, so we're going to be doing that. And like Colt said, we're doing news. Any big video game news that's happened. If not that, we'll go over like what we've been playing, thoughts on anything, because more than likely something's come out in the month. So yeah, that's what it'll be.
Basically, it's just a more dedicated regular space for video game discussion.
Yeah, because me and Cole have been wanting to do that for a while.
Yeah, a long time, and like COVID, stuff like that getting in the way, and like we're finally getting some kind of normalcy. Not really, but we're getting better, and we're finally here. And we're going to force Tanner to play the games that he's always been like, is doo-doo. And he's never played it.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that episode, because it's going to be fun. Episode 0 is going to be October 12th, and then for first official episode, that will be October 26th, 2022, this year.
That's
this
right.
Fucking month.
Coming at you real quick. And JoJo, if you would, why don't you let everyone know about the show that's already playing on AYCH Xtra?
Me, Pat, and Ash, a new AYCH member, we are doing Cinema Grimoire, which we're doing goth movies. So anything with black eyeliner, black clothes, new metal soundtracks. So yeah, come check it out. We watch a lot of goth movies. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be once a month.
It'll be once a month. We do have a episode 0, which is currently playing on AYCH Xtra. We also have an episode 1 come out later on in the month. And that will be discussing Interview with a Vampire from 1994. And from that series, you can expect to hear, just like classic horror films and classic goth films like Queen of the Damned, The Craft, The Crow, Repo Genetic Opera, Nightbreed. The movies like that of that genre just sort of explore like this certain era of horror and like how it sort of impacted goth culture in the day. And what does that mean now? What does it mean to be goth now, and just sort of a very specific aesthetic in horror films? And that's what we'll be exploring with Cinema Grimoire. And lastly, for the shows that will be coming up on AYCH Xtra in the very near future, Tanner will be starting a wrestling podcast called Muscle Orchestra, basically exploring the less talked about aspects of wrestling, like different federations and promotions outside of WWE and AEW, but still discussing the mainstream aspect, but just sort of shining the light on matches and wrestlers and just events that are kind of overlooked in the grander scheme of wrestling discussion. So you can look forward to that as weeks go by on AYCH Xtra. And not just from what the shows we discussed today between Cinema Grimoire, Backlog Boyz, and Muscle Orchestra. We'll have more stuff coming up in the future, because this will be a brand new home for more specific dedicated interests that we all have, because like the show itself was built on variety, and we're going to continue with that in the future. And you can look forward to just like more content in a more directed space on that channel.
AYCH Multiverse.
That is very possible. You know, we're just continuing to grow, and we want you to be along for a ride. Whether you're a long-time listener, brand new to the network, we appreciate you, and you hope you continue to listen. And please go out and check out all those shows. We'll have links to those channels and the respective social media in description of this announcement. And we'll be talking to you soon, and we'll see you on AYCH Xtra.